Hey everyone, welcome to Again Craft. In this video, I think I would like to talk to you about heat guns. When I started out about a year ago, I saw the ocean wave art. I saw hundreds of videos of people doing amazing ocean wave art, and it just looked so simple. They just poured it on, hit it with a blow dryer or heat gun, and lo and behold, they got the frothiest of frothiness. And I live on an island, and yeah, the seashore is just my relaxation. Anyhow, I'm going on a tangent again, and I promised myself I won't do that. Heat guns, yes. So we are here for heat guns. So when I started that, I wanted to do those ocean waves. I really wanted to try them, and I saw some people doing it with hair dryers, and I saw some people doing it with heat guns. As such, this is a whatever brand. Apparently, it's big in South Africa, but I don't know. It's called Inga Coal something. Anyway, it's the cheap. It's still cheap, but it has some quality to it. That's why I bought it. Because I didn't want to get the cheapest one because I was afraid it's gonna melt in my hand, and then I got the most expensive one because why would I? It's just a heat gun. It's a hair dryer, but it's a bit stronger. So I'm not gonna spend 200 euros on that. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is, bought the gun and I used it, and it was pretty good. Okay. Now it didn't come with that. So yeah. So I watched a lot of training channels who did the tutorials on how to do ocean wave epoxy, and all of them said that you need something to make this exhaust smaller so that the heat and the air pressure is more concentrated. And this one didn't come with anything of that. And I am not an aluminium worker, nor do I have the tools for it. And I thought about how to make it from like a vacuum cleaner hose and do some attaching and this and that. But then I realized it's probably just cheaper to get a new one with the attachment. And I looked around, and you can get these little sets of Makitas and the name brands, and you can get the Chinese knockoffs with the head attachment. But I really I'm running low on cash, and I really didn't want to invest into another $100 for a heat gun just to have the frothies be more frothier. You can see in my previous videos, I think I can link one here, that they're actually coming out good with this without the nozzle. But what this video is about this guy. Not sponsored. Definitely not sponsored. I really wanted to get the small nozzle one. I wanted to try out the small nozzle technique, but I don't have the money to buy the whole set right now. So I've done what no human being should do ever. I went on the cheap market and I bought a small handheld. I'm actually boxing it now. Wow, this looks like suggestive. Anyway, I bought this for fun. No, anyway, so this is a heat gun. Smells plastic. And I bought this heat gun because it has that little head attachment to make it smaller, make the airflow more concentrated. It's not as hot as the big guy, I guess, because it's smaller, obviously. So today's video, I want to test this out. I want to see if it does work, doesn't work, how does it work, how does it make the 40 rods. I spent about 20 bucks on this shit. We'll see. If I set it on fire, I set it on fire. It's you know it's the price of a 45 centimeter pizza. So hey, might as well give it a go. I didn't plan on this video. I got this package this morning, and I don't do slimy, hidden, sponsored stuff, and I don't want to force you to buy anything, and I don't want to force anything down your throat. This video is not about that. This video is not about, hey, you should buy this because this is the only way to do it. You have seen me do this with the heat gun, with the big heat gun. It is possible. It is possible with a hairdryer. I saw beautiful artists who done it with a hairdryer. I don't have it right now, but I saw people do it with cans pressurized air. Okay, so it's just a test. It's just an experiment. You don't have to buy this thing. I don't even know what brand is it. Anyway, let me set up the camera so you can see what I'm doing here, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And welcome back. I'm sorry, I need to adjust this because this is gonna go on my OCD. Sorry about the mess. I swear I will clean up today. I just had to finish off the black and gold table project last night, and yeah, anyway, don't worry about it. Now, coffee, box. People usually don't read the manual. I actually do, because I respect the tool enough that I don't want to mishandle the tool. So I always read the manual before I get into using the tool like extensively. Okay, so I don't know if you like to read the manuals or not, or you think you know everything about the tool, but I think the manufacturer know more about the tool than I do, and I like to read their advice on how to handle it, how to turn it on, how to turn it off, how to treat it right, because if you treat your tools right, they will last you longer. That's my advice. Anyway, this is a low temperature hot air tool, model number ZD dash slash, I don't know what that is, 511. Okay, you can read it if you want. Pause the video. Okay, let's do a quick. It does have an easy to hold, slip resistant, elastic handle grip. Okay, 3-position switch, hot air supply off. Okay, so it's off. It makes hot air, and on the middle it just blows the air. Okay, cool. Cool. So this thing says that. Okay, let's unbox it first. Unbox. Well, that wasn't too complicated. It is so suggestive. I should start an OnlyFans, shouldn't I? Because it has OnlyFans, you know. Anyway. I'm so sorry about this. I have the worst jokes. Oh, by the way, dude from Iowa, can you please check the the sound levels of this video, and let me know in the comments how it sounds, because I had to clean out the mic on my phone, and I guess that was the problem. Anyway, so this is the box, and the box is box. Kindling to the fire. It has a small box. Small box. Oh, Christmas came early, I guess. Now this is why I got it, because it has these nozzles, and I'm sure I can get them for the big air gun on Amazon and something. but getting it from Amazon, I need to measure the exact head size, and I'm not sure if I can get the exact size from Amazon. And getting it from Amazon Germany to Greece just to get a box like this for 20 euros, I bought this whole thing for that much, I guess. So anyway, we've got these heads. These are different kind of thickness nozzles. Okay, what else? Ooh, this looks fancy. This is the and this, I have no idea what this is. Okay, so this blows the air like that. Okay, there is probably a use case for this too. Anyways, so let's see what's what. This is a plastic thing. This doesn't come off. This is a stand. If you ever done soldering, you know every soldering iron has this stand. Hard plastic, hard plastic. This is not soft. This is hard plastic. They were lying. And wow, this language. This is, I think it's Slovakian. Czech. It's Czech. And it's made in China for the Czech market. Shout out to my Czech people. I love your country. I'm Hungarian. We are basically brothers. And my family is from the High Carpathians. Anyhow, so this is the thing. Let's turn it on before we do anything and see what happens. Whoa! Wow, yeah. Okay, so that's one. Okay, so it blows air. That's two. The heating coil has turned on and is doing the heating thing. Yo. Okay. Okay, so basically from this distance, I can't really keep my hand close to it. And it says that when you turn it off, first you set it to number 1 to let the cool air cool down the heating coil first, and then you switch it off. It doesn't smell like burnt plastic, so that's good. We don't have the magic smoke. All right, cool little thing. Let me set up a ocean wave thing, and let's see how it works in practice. All right, I'm back. Little life hack I figured out. Masking tape the bottom, and I remove the masking tape before the epoxy totally hardens. It's gonna be an easier cleanup. Yeah, I already mixed a batch of epoxy, and I will divide it into 3. And of course, I already see I made way too much epoxy, so I'm gonna divide it into blue, clear, and a tiny bit of white. Yeah, that's gonna be my trick. I thought I'm just gonna ramble on while I'm doing the mixing. You know, you can fast forward if you don't want to hear me talk and if you just want to see the results. I just want to share some stuff while I'm doing the magic. I got another nasty comment on the rant video I've done. It was the second nasty comment out of about 1,000 comments already. So yeah, I heard all of you guys that I shouldn't pay attention to it, but I do pay attention to it. I don't take it too hard, but I like to see what people don't like, and I like to see what people have problems with. And this guy told me that I'm playing the victim, and nobody forced me to buy anything, and nobody is forcing me to buy anything, and everybody is a strong adult person who can decide what they want, and they should do their research, which is fair. Okay, but when you're new in something and you have no no experience, you are looking for guidance. And when you're looking for guidance, you're looking for people who can teach you stuff. And when you're looking for someone to teach you stuff, you trust them. And that trust. So what, I don't have problems with sponsors, okay? We all have to make a living, and YouTubers who do this for a living, of course they're gonna get sponsors from brands and this and that. But in my opinion, that should be disclaimed that, hey, I use this tool because I am being sponsored by this company to use it and to show it to you. You can use whatever you want. I'm using it because I'm getting paid for using it. You can buy it here if you want, but you don't have to. That's what I'm trying to say. That's a disclaimer, and that is an honest and true disclaimer. Now, what I have problems with is the guy starts out teaching you something, right? And establishing that you can trust his opinion and you can trust everything he says because he is your teacher. He is showing you things. He's your guide. And with that mindset, you basically believe what he says. And at that point, when he got your trust, he drops a single sentence or two sentences or just a little bit of the video saying that if you want to be successful, follow my advice and buy this product or use that product, or I use this product and this is the only way to do it right, and this blah da 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 da. This is what I have a problem with, the slimy business practice. So this dude watched the video and never ever listened to it. He just wanted to get vindicated. I think that's the word, or assured that he has done nothing wrong, and I am being a self-proclaimed victim. I like this kind of people because these are the kind of people, and whatever you tell them, it doesn't matter because they have a set mindset. They have a mind set view, worldview, viewpoint, and they already know what they want to say before they listen to you. So, yeah, that was an experience too. Anyhow, I'm mixing up some blue, some clear, and some white. And I don't have a set color scheme in mind, and I'm using. What the fuck am I using? I'm using something you probably can't get your hand on because this is made in Greece for Greek artists. And it's called liquid glass tint. Now, Greeks call epoxy liquid glass. It's like a direct translation, so don't worry about that. It is an alcohol based. No, the carrier material is alcohol, but there is dye in this and pigments, so it doesn't fade. This is not an alcohol ink. This is alcohol ink, and this is not alcohol ink. Smell different. That's how I know. They smell different. And this one breaks up in epoxy. This one is not. So I'm gonna make a video on this too, eventually. So anyway, I mix these guys up and I let them set off a little. For the white, I don't need this much. I only need like this much. For the white, I got the white paste Ah, okay, so this is pigment paste, and I'll be honest, guys. I tried many different kind of liquid dyes and liquid colorings for white, and all of them came out like how should I put this? I really, really don't want to get canceled on YouTube, but the consistency and the color reminded me of hmm. Thank you. I think you get it. Like powdered sugar in water. You know. I think you get the idea. Anyhow, I got this cream paste, not cream paste, but pigment paste, and this works. The solvent is, I think the solvent is denatured alcohol. So it's not just simple alcohol, it's denatured alcohol, which I love the smell of. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. And according to that beautiful young lady from the internet, I think I'm gonna block her channel somewhere. She said that I should drop a few dribbles of alcohol in it to thin it up. So I do that. How much? I don't know. I'm eyeballing everything. This is my life. Okay. And now we wait. Uh, I wanted to drop in. It's still drying, by the way. Um, Somebody asked me about how to get rid of bubbles from epoxy the fastest and easiest way. Now, I don't have too much advice on this, to be honest, because I'm using I've been using like two or three different kind of brands of epoxy so far, and all of them had a quality that bubbles basically just come out of them really fast. Uh, I have noticed that the thicker I pour it, like so basically the thickness, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The thicker I pour it, the more bubbles it will and cyst. English is a hard language. So the more bubbles stay in there. If I lay it flat and I don't pour too much, they come out faster, easier. That's all I'm trying to say. Um, Also, if I know that they need to come out and I know that they will stay in there, I put 95 alcohol into the epoxy when I'm mixing it, so it basically makes it a little bit thinner, and that helps for me actually. Like just stating the fact that for me, for the epoxy I'm using, it helps the epoxy to come out because it becomes thinner, and by the time the alcohol evaporates, the epoxy cures just like it did or it should have done without the alcohol in it. One thing though, when I put the alcohol in it on the top, I have it's not discoloration, but if you look at it from a specific angle, it's not gonna be mirror smooth. There's gonna be like when you have an oil slick on water. It's not gonna be that color, but it's gonna be like a weird little texture on it. So mind that. But hey, you can always do a very thin flat coat on top, or a very thin layer afterwards. Clear, and that's it. Anyhow, so yeah, that's I wanted to tell you quickly. I will make a big video of epoxy and all these things and all these advices. I just it just popped in my mind. I just had coffee. This is what happens to me when I have coffee. I start rumbling. Anyway, back to waiting. And we are still waiting for it to harden up. One thing I forgot to tell you in the previous ocean wave video. When you are waiting for it to get thick, it will warm up to the touch. And you should occasionally give it a stir. Because epoxy is curing from the center outwards, right? So it doesn't start curing from the top to the bottom, it doesn't start curing from outside to the inside, it starts from the center to out. So eventually, if you just give it a good stir, you mix the thin and the thick parts together a little. It's almost set off. It's almost good. Almost good. So yeah, once in a while, give it a good stir, just to make sure that it doesn't flash cures in the center. It happened to me before. Okay. I think it is time. It's thickening up. I can't visually explain it or show it to you, but it's way thicker than it was before. So, oh yeah, you can check it like you put it on the side, and if you see it going down slower, the fuck am I showing here? When it goes down slower here, it's thickening. So I am going to pour some blue. By the way, I am aware this is not level, and I think I know that that is the lowest corner. So I'm just gonna. This is the test for the hot air thingy, not for my art skills. I spread it out because epoxy likes to go where epoxy already been, and surface tension. Physics, yay! We learned sciencing today. Whee! Alright. Not too shabby. Okay. Now I'm gonna pour some clear. To be clear. Something like that. You two hold your breath when you do this? Oh, we're funny, we are humans. I'm gonna hit it with a blowtorch because when I hit it with a hot air gun, it tends to move the epoxy as well as getting rid of the bubbles. And I don't want to move the epoxy, I just want to get rid of the bubbles. So I'm gonna use the flame because it's hotter than that, and it pops the bubbles before it moves the epoxy. Like so. Ta-da! Sorry about the shadow in the center. I should move this entire shebang. I'm sorry. Should be better. Sorry, the sun wasn't up when I started. Should do it, right? Is it alright like this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so okay, first I want to heat this up a little. So I'm gonna turn the hot air thing on before I pour the white, just to get it warm enough to be workable. Okay, it's hot enough. I got the smallest head on it, so let's see. Here goes nothing. Okay. So, I have many thoughts right now. It works. It heats it up enough to move it. But you have to handle this guy differently than you would handle the big guy. Because the big guy moves a wide area and this guy only moves a narrow area. And as you can see on the streaks, I went like this and it did it like that. So my advice is to use it like use it like this, okay? And then fan it. Fan, you know what I mean. Jesus, English. I'm so sorry. Yes, so works. This little shit works. I think that's it about this video. I mean, I'm gonna use this for the waves from now, because now I don't have to pour an extra line here to keep the white foam, and it's much more controllable than the big guy, and it's hot enough. don't know the wattage. Oh, it's a 300 watts W power thingy. Anyway, that's it about. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you guys had fun and you got something out of this video. And sorry about rambling. I will try to keep that to the minimum in the future. You guys have a safe day, and let me know what you think of this kind of video in the comments. Bye!